Reverend Tyler. So good to see you here at Mother Bethel A.M.E. Church.
Yeah, well, welcome to Mother Bethel.
Do you have a few minutes to answer 20 questions for Interfaith Philadelphia's 20th anniversary?
Absolutely.
So how are you doing these days?
I'm doing fair. Thank you.
What are you excited about right now?
Right now, well, I would normally be excited about the Super Bowl, but it's another story. So I'm excited that the NBA Finals will be coming soon. Take my mind off of my blues.
I was just getting ready to ask you what your favorite sport is.
Well, my favorite sport obviously is football, yeah.
And your favorite team?
The Oakland, Las Vegas Raiders.
Oh, really? Okay. So where are you from originally then?
I'm originally from Oakland.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you were a young person, what did you want to be when you grew up?
I wanted to be like Cliff Branch, a wide receiver for the Oakland Raiders, or a fighter pilot. So neither one worked out.
So where are we?
We are about to enter into the sanctuary of Mother Bethel. This is the vestibule where people wait on Sunday mornings as they hear the music on the inside before they get to go into worship.
Well, we'd love to see it.
Sure, come on in. This is Mother Bethel's fourth building on this piece of property. The first building went up in 1794 and was a crude blacksmith shop. The second building was what they called like a brick building. Literally, it was like just a brick building. The third building was very nice, but there were issues with the foundation. And so in 1889, they decided to tear it down and build this beautiful building that is totally opposite of everything that came before it. And the way you see it now is essentially the way it looked in 1889. So imagine former slaves who paid for this and built it walking into this place.
Wow, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Can you show us some of the features?
Sure. So if you come on in, so the chandelier, for example, was actually a gas chandelier. That's the original, and was converted to electric. There's a wonderful story behind it. One of the previous pastors, the late Bishop Norris, had to go and get it from a guy who was supposed to fix it. It was all in different pieces. He brought it back and had it restored. These are mahogany wood pews. Everything was restored in the 1980s, early 1990s. And so it's just a wonderful place to worship. People love to come here on tours. They love the stained glass windows. If our docents were here today, they'd be able to tell you the various stories of each panel in each of the stained glass windows. My favorite part of the stained glass windows is that when the sun makes its way around the building, or the building makes its way around the sun, when the sun hits them, especially the big ones, they turn like bronze. I can't explain it, but all this beautiful color, like all the colors you see, the purples and everything else, it's all gone, and it's just one big brown bronze image.
Can you talk about some of the messages that you've been talking about recently at Mother Bethel?
Sure. At Mother Bethel, we pride ourselves on being a church that is really rooted in social justice, but our congregation was founded in social justice, and so it's not unusual to find pastors here speaking out on issues, whether it is, trying to deal with issues of police accountability or wars that we deem to be, unjust, just all types of issues that are related to what's happening in the world right now. So there's kind of an expression in the Black church that you don't want to be so heavily bound that you know earthly good. And so if what we're talking about on Sunday does not connect directly to the lives of the people, then we really deem it to be a message that's out of touch.
So Reverend Tyler, Nike or Converse?
Converse, and specifically Chucks.
Who's a celebrity you'd love to meet?
Frankie Beverly A.M.E.
What's your favorite thing to eat in Philly?
Cheesesteaks from D'Alessandro's, and if they're unavailable, Ishkabibbles.
So what do we have up here?
That's the pulpit. And so the pulpit is where I get to work most of the time on a Sunday. And after the pandemic, we also included streaming equipment. So you see the little cabinet there. It's like discreetly, not discreetly, but somewhat discreetly, they're blending in. Has a lot of our streaming equipment, as well as upstairs so we can have access to it in different places. The choir sits behind me, and this beautiful pipe organ actually has pipes that are not just what you can see here, but also contained in these big areas that used to be open. That pipe organ was redone in the 1970s and is one of the big features here at Mother Bethel as well.
Must make some amazing music.
Yeah, if you can find somebody who can play it. Listen, that's the real challenge with an organ like that. It's not like you can just jump on it like a piano and just and run through it. So it takes a trained person to play.
Absolutely. So what's your favorite part of your job?
So I love preaching, I love interacting with people, but I really love history. And so the fact that as the pastor of Mother Bethel, I'm also the head of the Richard Allen Museum and the Mother Bethel Archive as well. So there are times where I interact with researchers who come to explore archives, times where I interact with tourists, and times where I get to interact with members. So it's a great opportunity.
So we're in the winter season right now, but I was wondering, what's your favorite season?
I'm going to go as summer so I can ride motorcycles all day and all night.
So what's something that you love about Interfaith Philadelphia?
So I just love getting a chance to hear other faith stories. I've been able to participate in Passover with some folk, for example. And so to hear the story that we preach, because the Exodus story is very fundamental in the A.M.E. church in particular. And so to hear it, though, from a Jewish perspective and to be a part of that experience, I love this, actually, like the iftar meal with, Muslim friends and being in that experience as well, watching them go through these prolonged fasts. So to me, it's actually being able to share in other people's faith experience, not just the social justice work that we do together, but also just the living out of faith. And I always find that my own faith story is deepened as a result of that contact.
Reverend Tyler, thank you very much for inviting us into this historic institution. We appreciate seeing the beautiful work of the church and the great work that you do here for Philadelphia.
Thank you.